In the small village of Oakhaven, nestled between misty forests and rolling hills, lived a girl named Elara. Her life was a simple tapestry of chores, laughter with friends, and quiet evenings by the hearth. She was known for her kindness and a spirit that seemed to shimmer just a little brighter than everyone else's. But beneath the surface of this ordinary life, a secret lay dormant, a forgotten legacy waiting for the right moment to awaken. Elara often felt a strange pull, a sense of being out of place, like a misplaced melody in a familiar song. She'd gaze at the distant, jagged peaks of the Dragon's Tooth Mountains, feeling a longing she couldn't name. Her world was small, safe, and predictable, but that was all about to change. The first sign was a flicker, a brief, ethereal glow. It happened during a sudden storm that sent villagers scrambling for cover. A heavy branch, cracked by lightning, plummeted towards a group of children playing in the rain. Panic seized the air, but as Elara lunged forward, a warm, golden light erupted from her outstretched palm. It wasn't blinding, but soft and radiant, like captured starlight. The branch seemed to slow, its descent arrested by an unseen force, before crashing harmlessly to the side. The children were safe. Shaken, Elara stared at her hand, the light fading as quickly as it had appeared. Was it a trick of the light? A bizarre illusion? She tried to dismiss it, to bury the memory under the weight of her daily routine. But the feeling lingered, a hum of energy just beneath her skin, a whisper of power she couldn't comprehend. Deep within the shadowed chasms of the blighted lands, something stirred. The Shadowmancer, a being of pure malevolence, felt the ripple of her awakening. For centuries, he had hunted the royal bloodline of Erthos, extinguishing every spark of light he could find. The last heir, a mere infant, was thought to have perished in the Great Purge years ago. But this new surge of radiant magic, faint yet unmistakable, told a different story. The princess lived. He dispatched his most fearsome hunters, the Gloomfang wraiths, shadowy beasts that moved like smoke and fed on fear. Their command was simple: find the source of the light and extinguish it forever. The hunt had begun, and a shadow was stretching towards the unsuspecting village of Oakhaven. The days that followed were filled with a growing sense of dread. The vibrant colors of the forest seemed to dull, and an unnatural chill clung to the air. The wraiths arrived not with a roar, but with a whisper. They haunted the edges of the village, their presence a palpable weight of despair. Livestock vanished. People grew fearful, their gazes constantly darting towards the encroaching woods. One evening, as Elara returned from gathering herbs, one of the creatures materialized before her. It was a vortex of shifting darkness, with eyes that burned like cold embers. Terror, pure and primal, washed over her. But as the wraith lunged, that same golden light burst from her hands, brighter this time, forming a protective shield that repelled the creature with a shriek of rage. She fled, her heart pounding a frantic rhythm against her ribs. The wraith gave chase, its shadowy form gliding effortlessly through the trees. Elara stumbled and fell, scrambling backward as the creature loomed over her. Just as it struck, a figure cloaked in gray intercepted the attack. It was Kale, the village's quiet and enigmatic recluse, his face grim, a weathered staff in his hand. He met the wraith's assault with surprising force, chanting words in an ancient tongue that made the air crackle with energy. "Get up, Elara. We have to move now," he yelled, his voice strained. He was no simple hermit. He was a guardian, one sworn to protect the lost heir. He had watched over her from afar, waiting for her power to manifest. The time for waiting was over. Kale led her through hidden paths, away from the encroaching darkness. As they ran, he began to explain the unbelievable truth. "You are not who you think you are, Elara," he said, his words tumbling out between ragged breaths. "You are Elara of House Erthos, the last surviving heir to the Sunstone throne. The light in your hands is the radiant legacy, a magic passed down through your royal bloodline." He told her of a vibrant kingdom lost to shadow, of a prophecy foretelling a ruler who would reclaim the light and restore balance. Her parents had sacrificed themselves to save her, entrusting her to the guardians to be hidden away until she was ready. The simple life she knew was a lie, a beautiful cage designed to protect her. Now, the cage was broken, her world tilted on its axis. A princess? A lost kingdom? It was the stuff of fairy tales, impossible to believe. Yet, the memory of the golden light, the reality of the shadowy monster, the urgency in Kale's eyes, it was all terrifyingly real. Doubt and fear warred with a strange sense of recognition, as if a missing piece of her soul had just clicked into place. As they paused to rest in a hidden cave, Kale began her training. He taught her to focus, to reach inside herself and connect with the power that hummed there. It is a part of you, Alara, he explained. Don't fear it, embrace it. It responds to your will, your emotions. It is your birthright. Hesitantly, she practiced, summoning small orbs of light, feeling the warmth spread through her veins. It felt natural, instinctual. Their journey was fraught with peril. The Gloomfang wraiths were relentless, their numbers growing as the Shadowmancer poured more of his dark energy into the hunt. Every confrontation was a desperate struggle for survival. But with each battle, Alara grew stronger. Her fear slowly gave way to resolve. She saw the terror the wraiths spread, the way they drained life and hope from the land. This was the evil her parents had fought against. This was the darkness she was born to oppose. The small, uncertain flickers of light in her hands now blazed into brilliant beams, searing blasts of radiant energy that sent the creatures of shadow reeling. She was no longer just defending herself. She was fighting back. They finally reached the ruins of the Sunstone Citadel, the ancient seat of her ancestors. It was a ghost of a city, its magnificent towers shattered, its once bright halls cloaked in shadow. In the heart of the ruins lay the throne room. As Alara stepped inside, the very stones seemed to hum in recognition. In the center of the chamber, a faint light pulsed from the throne itself. This was the final battleground. The Shadowmancer awaited them, his form a towering pillar of darkness, the air around him thick with malevolent power. So, the lost little flame has returned, his voice rasped, a sound like grinding stone. You should have stayed hidden. Now, I will extinguish your light for good. He unleashed a torrent of shadow magic, a wave of pure despair that sought to consume everything. Kale raised his staff, creating a barrier, but the dark power was immense, and cracks began to spiderweb across his shield. He looked at Alara, not with fear, but with pride. It's your time, princess. Let your light shine. In that moment, everything clicked. The stories, the training, the battles, it all led to this. Alara closed her eyes, not in fear, but in concentration. She wasn't just a village girl. She wasn't just a lost princess. She was a protector. She let go of her fear, her doubt, and embraced the full, boundless power within her. Her eyes snapped open, no longer the soft brown of a village girl, but blazing pools of pure golden light. Radiant magic erupted from her, a supernova of brilliance that banished every shadow from the ancient hall. Her simple clothes transformed into ethereal armor of light, and wings of pure energy unfurled from her back. She had shed her old life and fully become the hero she was destined to be. With a battle cry that was both her own and an echo of 1,000 ancestors, she charged forward, her hands blazing with the power of the sun, ready to reclaim her kingdom and bring the dawn. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story, be sure to like, subscribe, and follow for more adventures.